Peace, peace, and harmony. Hope everybody doing their thing, staying in tune, living and loving life from the heart frequency, going with their own personal flow, flowing and growing each day. So, I want to talk right quick about, this upcoming full moon. This full moon is Sagittarius. And, Sagittarius being that mutable fire. Aries is the spark, and, the flame that's lit. And then Leo is that flame in this reality, that flame, that fire, and it can also spark more flames within that flame. And Sagittarius is that mutable fire, so it's the flame that dissipates. So it's the dissipating flame. So it ties into adaptability. Adapting to your surroundings, adapting to just your overall emotions, fluctuations of emotions. The positive and negative. Yeah. So it's just like a time to be adventurous. Take on. Just be adventurous. Take on new opportunities. Take on new projects. Just overall keep it moving. Maybe do things that you haven't been doing or haven't done in a while. Maybe go back and revisit those things, reflect on them. If they bring you enjoyment, pleasure, and just overall beneficial for your being, most definitely. Yeah. And it's like a time of running with your dreams. Dreaming big. Sagittarius is that archer. Shooting those arrows far out to the middle of the galaxy, most definitely. So just being big with your dreams. Even if you don't exactly have it in this moment, believe you can achieve it. Most definitely. And it can be little things too, little things you want to manifest, and the big things you manifest. This would be a good time to work with your vision boards and stuff along those lines. So yeah, also it's just a time of getting your vision boards ready, visualizing those things, and then taking your fearless and courageous action upon those things. It all starts with within your mind, how you want to visualize it and how you want to create it your own unique way, most definitely. Also dealing with moving within your comfort zone. So yeah, you don't want to get stuck in your comfort zone, but you want to have a comfort zone, the place where you feel most comfortable, most creative, where your energy can just flow without judgment, most definitely. So yeah, just moving with that comfort zone. So if you're comfortable in one spot, instead of just going somewhere and leaving that at the door, just carry it with you and keep it moving. Just carry that comfort zone with you and expand that comfort zone, for lack of a better word. Just keep it moving and just work with your realms of opportunity at this time. Analyze and be aware of those little things that come forth. The littlest thing could be the biggest thing in the long run. Just work with it how you feel you want to do. I'm just kind of going off my notes, and also you want to make sure you're always coming from a place of we're always coming from a place of alignment, a place of connection with the highest self, connection with the Most High, connection with the Ancient One. Just your inner guidance aligned truthfully, as always. Just align truthfully. Do the things that help balance you in that truthful state. Take that moment of stillness, meditation, visualization, and then work with those positive affirmations to build that energy up and build that confidence, and go out and take that courageous action, that inspired action to manifest those things. Yeah. And it is working with that moon energy. The moon is a watery planet dealing with the emotion. And Sagittarius is fire. It's a mutable fire. It's not as fiery as Leo or Aries to an extent, I guess you could say, but it still is fire. So with that fire water mix, it's dealing with that mist element, that lost element. You know, mist dealing with that. It kind of opens you up to the positive things and the negative things of yourself. So you gotta kind of deal with both and expand and contract within your own vibe. It's also a time to create your vibe. Obviously you create your vibe on the internal world, and it displays on the outer world most definitely. But see, with this mist element, it's gonna open you up. So it's gonna make you aware of certain things, both on your shadow self and on your higher self. And it's a great time to realizing these shadow aspects, realizing these negative traits that you want to let go of, that you want to cleanse of. Just take the time to cleanse those things, to be aware of those things. And I mean, it can be from the littlest thing to the biggest thing. Just where you want to cleanse and release, and just cut the cords of and let them go. Let them you cleanse back into neutral energy, so you can benefit from that energy maybe on another project or realm that you want to create for yourself. And that's for lack of a better word, but just kind of moving with it. But words in general you overall feel it more than you can put it into words. It's more about the feeling, about the emotion, about the heart space, about connecting with your heart and high heart, and working through that energy most definitely. But yeah, I think I spoke about this in another video too, how Sagittarius is that adaptability. So it kind of does deal with you kind of like your root element in a way, but not really like. I can't remember what I said about that, but it is kind of like that. Yeah, that adaptability and dealing with that root. And I don't want to get too lost in that, but I did speak about a video, and I'm trying to bring it back up and remember what I was saying in that video. But remember, it had to do with the root and your adaptability to overall just weave through the traffic. Aries is more like a head-on thing, but Sagittarius is more like kind of weaving through and fluctuating, almost like a watery fire in a way. So this is a great time, definitely dealing with that mist energy. And with that mist energy, things are not always clear. You can't always see through the mist, but it's there. That's where if you can believe it, you can achieve it. So just believe in yourself and have faith and trust in yourself, and you can do it. Just keep it moving, and you can do it. Yeah, it's just all about doing what works for you. I kind of noticed dealing with this energy a little bit. I saw another video speaking on this too, about how I've even done a partial video on this about music, frequency healing. What's the word? But like frequency healing, anyways. Just about going along with the music that best goes with you. Whether it's the 432 hertz, as well as kind of going back to maybe some things where you don't always agree to the lyrical terms and conditions, but it's just music that you can feel. I mean, there's different fluctuations. Maybe you have to see, because within that darkness, within that negativity, you can see those positive things come out. You can see a thing that needs to change. You see a thing that you need to improve on. But yeah, it's just all about going with the music. It's just a good time to work with music, I feel. That's one thing I've been doing. I saw the video on it. It kind of sparked something in me, because I've been doing this, going and listening to some music maybe I haven't listened to for a little bit, as well as working with different sound frequencies, 432 hertz, Tibetan singing bowls, indigenous flute type of harmonizing type things along that nature as well. But yeah, anyways, yeah, just with the music, even some songs you can sing along to and work with that in that nature. Help you along your way, because that's a meditative vibe in itself already. yeah, the full moon, definitely working with some of that mist element. Yeah, just a great time to kind of be dreamy, but also you want to ground that dreaminess. So, I'm going to jump in on a couple crystals that could be very beneficial at this time. So the first one would be citrine. Citrine working with that willpower, that manifestation, that luck, the intellect as well. It's also good for the third eye. Most people don't know that. It's good for the third eye visualizations, and it's kind of a crystal for the mind. Stimulating the mind and just having things on a clear sight, clear things, and a lucky perspective as well. I'm kind of getting all twisted up in my words, but we keeping it moving. Also, rose quartz, working with the unconditional love, the heart space. As well as some other, heart stones be good too, like maybe peridot, working with that luck and, manifestation, prosperity, and abundance, most definitely. Also, some grounding ones you might want to pull in that energy would be hematite, good grounding, good for the root chakra, as well as garnet. Garnet's a good one for luck as well, grounding, and also black tourmaline. Black tourmaline would be that protection, that grounding element, and it's just a great protection, from all negativity in general. But it's a very good grounding stone, very good stone to pull stuff in as well. And also working with the full moon, the moon in general, just moonstone, rainbow moonstone. I think. But when I think of moonstone, I always think of rainbow moonstone because that's the one I personally use. I personally have and just really like moonstone. Moonstone working with that storm element, the high heart space. That authentic vibe overall. Just, the authenticity over there. Another good one too is fire opal and fire agate for your psychic protection and just dealing with that fire energy in general. Definitely. Also be a good time to work with blue crystals. So for me personally, I like to work with just like any blue crystal really. On this chain right here I have a little bit of blue kyanite, some aquamarine. Also those are two very good ones. Also amazonite, lapis lazuli, and larimar. Those are very good ones as well to work with. So yeah, just mainly just strengthening your throat chakra, root chakra, definitely staying in the heart space, keeping that heart space, pure, authentic, just keep it 100% real, within you, within others, just keeping it real. So yeah, definitely working with those stones, as well as, some high vibrational stones too would be good. Just maybe like a personal zodiac stone or something along those lines, or just something in general like a clear quartz. That's a very good one. Good one for programming. Good one to program to bring in those manifestations. And it's always like a high vibrational stone as well. So it's always good. And just a reminder too that the higher self leads the way, and the ego comes after. You never want to lose your sense of I, but you never want to get too much in your ego either, because your ego's kind of like protection type thing. So like you don't want to be just going along and be like da, and then somebody come in and try to take advantage of you, and you have no sense of like protection. Your ego, your sense of protection is kind of like that warrior type, which your higher self can be that too, but your ego is more like that hold up type of feeling, like this motherfucker tripping, like something like that. Like, it's like I'm trying to put it into words, but it's like I think you could you kind of know. I think, damn, it cut it in half. Looks like this one's will be cut in half. But yeah, you kind of know where it's coming from in general. So like your higher self would be like player one, or the one that's in control. The one that you stay aligned with most of the. Well, actually, not most of the time. All the time. This one you want to stay with aligned with all the time. That's the one that, your higher self leads the way, and then your ego's player two, just kind of just protecting outside by having your sense of I, as well as, not being too selfish with anything that you, or self-centered with anything you want to bring in or manifest or anything along those lines. But yeah, that's basically it. Full moon in Sagittarius. I think it comes up on. The best time to start is right now. I don't exactly know the date of today. I think it's. Let me check my calendar. Yeah, I think it's the 25th something today, and the full moon doesn't come around till the 29th, 30th, around that area. So yeah, the time to start right now. Start working with these crystals now. Start getting your visualizations down, your affirmations together. Start working with that energy, building it up. When that full moon hits, you got it together. You just flowing with it, letting things come in, and just realizing those things that. Letting the full moon work with those realizations and come through clear, most definitely. But yeah, that's basically it. So yeah, peace, and flowing with the way of the harmony, most definitely. Going with our own personal flows, just living another life in the heart frequency, keeping it authentic, keeping it real.